Hi, is anybody there? I'm hoping I've got some people to join me again today for some more drawing. I was really impressed with all the seahorses last week. There were so many of them and they were absolutely beautiful. I absolutely loved them. So thank you to everyone who posted into the group all the beautiful drawings, and it was so nice to see children as well. Some really talented children out there. So hi Fiona, I'm glad you can join me. Yeah, if anybody is there, please let me know so that I know that I'm not just sitting on my own. And it would be nice to know if there's children today. And hi Pat, lovely to see you. Yeah, just let me know if you're there. That is the main thing. Let me know how you are. Hi Denise, lovely to see you. I hope you're all doing well. Such a lovely day, isn't it? It's absolutely beautiful here in Argyle. The sun is shining, so hopefully we're going to have a lovely Easter. Let me know what you're all planning to do for Easter as well. Maybe you'll be doing your drawing. I'm going to take my glasses off my head. So today I think we're going to draw a deer. I'm going to show you a picture of a deer that I've done before. Can you see that one? Yeah. I was thinking that a deer could be quite symbolic for Easter, and I thought if we did a little bird as well. So I've got this one here. Hi Fiona, I'm a child, my name is Kira. Oh hi Kira, it's so lovely that you can join me. How old are you? Let me know how old you are, and then it's just good to know the age group of everybody that's getting involved. So I've also got this little bird here that we're going to put with the deer. So I thought that you could either make the little bird into an Easter chick, or just little birds are nice for Easter time. So hi Stella, it's lovely that you can join me. So yeah, all you're going to need are your pencils, some buttons. Today I've just got little buttons. So if you do have something round, or if you want to draw freehand, just a circle, then that's fine. Hi Carol, lovely. Oh, and she's 11, so she's a year younger than my Lola. So that is a really good age to be doing all your drawing. Hi Marie, and hi Caroline, and Gail, hi. So, oh yeah, I've got quite a few ladies with me today. So that is so lovely. My granddaughter is going to draw and she's 8. Oh, well, that's lovely. I'm really pleased about that. It's really nice to get the kids involved, and I've been seeing some really impressive drawings by some of the children, all really talented. So that's good, and it's good at this time to give them something to focus on. It's positive, I think. Hi Gail, it's lovely that you can join me as well. So if you've got your pencils ready, let me know if you're going to draw alongside me or if you're going to do it later. I'm going to leave this up for 24 hours to give you all a chance to go back to it. And yeah, and like before, if you do draw something, please feel free to put it in my group. My group is called Drawing, Colouring and Shading and Stamping Whimsical Girls with a Dash of D. Hi Melanie, and hi Maggie. Oh, this is your first visit, welcome. It's nice to have you here. I hope you enjoy it. I've got quite a lot of lovely regular ladies now that seem to be coming along, so that's really nice. So without further ado, I'm going to turn my phone around and we'll get started on drawing our little deer. For those who have just joined us, it's this deer here. We're going to be drawing this one. So, and you can make it into an Easter theme if you like. So I'm going to turn you all around. Let me just remember how to do it. There we are. And I'm just going to put you into my flow and go down. Right, let me just put a picture in to see where we are. Okay. So I'm going to start with a little button, and that is going to be the eye. So here we go. You don't have to draw around a button. If you're happy just drawing your circles on your own, then that's fine. So there we've got our first circle, and with the seahorses we did the eye a little bit different. So this time we're going to get a little, it's like a little C shape, and it's going to come through the eye like so. Can you see that okay? Let me just check to see if I'm... If anybody needs to swipe the words to the side so that they can see, then feel free just to do that. You just swipe them to the right, I think. So now we've got our little, that's going to be the eyelid, and then we're going to put in the pupil in here. So let me know if I need to slow down, or I'm going to have to bring my words back. Somebody's saying they're 51. I don't need to know how old the adults are, just the children. So there we've got our little pupil. And now we're going to do the head. Okay, so we come into maybe round about here. And then if you do a little C shape, then that gives you an idea of where the nose is going to go. Okay, so we're going to follow it around to about here. Sorry, it's a bit squiggly just now. So we're going to have this little shape, and we are going to bring it up now for the head. So we're going to come up round like so, and it's okay if it looks a bit messy, it'll get better once we get the coloured pencils in. So that's the head, and then we're going to give her quite a big ear. So let's draw an ear like so. There we are. So there we've got an ear. It's a bit hard for me because I'm drawing with the phone in front of me. So now we're going to give her a little nose. So we'll go like, just like a little C shape, and then hook it around. And there we are. She's got a little nose. She's starting to get a personality. And then we're going to bring this bit along here to finish off her face. There we are. And then we'll bring this bit down to join it. There, have we got a head, everybody? Let me know how you're getting on. So Christine's saying good afternoon. I am from Redditch. Hi Christine, it's lovely to have you here. And Kathy saying, sorry dear, I keep getting a message that the broadcast has been interrupted. Okay Kathy, I hope you can catch up later. So let me know if you've all managed to get a head. We're now going to give the deer some antlers. I just need to make sure I'm in the right position for you. So we'll get to the top of the head, and then we're just going to do a little line like so that'll start to let us see where the antler's going to come. And the same at this one here. So just little, I don't know how to call them strokes. So there you can see where the antlers are going to go. And we're going to just little bit crooked. Yeah, just bring it up like so, and then join it on there. So there we've got one antler, and then we're going to go up, and we'll bring the other one a little bit round to the side, and then to catch up with this bit. There we are. And now if you just do little lines like so, like that, that gives you the little jaggy bits that are coming out. But it'll look better once you've got your coloured pencils in. Let me know what pencils you're using. Today I'm using my Faber-Castell. I do have a couple of the Prismacolors as well, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's whatever you prefer using. And if the kids have got crayons or just normal coloured pencils, that's totally fine. Yeah. So we're now going to give a little neck and start off the body. He comes out. He's got a wee bit of a fat tummy here. Do that, and if we make a mistake, it's fine. That's why we have rubbers. So please don't put pressure on. I want everybody to enjoy it, just lose themselves in a bit of drawing for a little while. And then the body is going to come along and raise it slightly, and then we'll give them a little round bottom. There we are, and it comes round. Yeah, is everybody managing to keep up with me? Let me know if you're just watching or if you're getting involved in drawing. Let me know whether you're a beginner or if you're just interested in starting to draw, or just let me know and it'll just be nice. So we're going to give him a leg that's coming down here, and then over here if we do like a little C, backward C, then that starts off his leg. There we go. Hoping you can still see. Have I got anybody with me? Oh, sorry. Hi Maggie, you're a beginner. That's really good. Hopefully you'll enjoy being here. Hopefully you'll feel brave enough to get your pencils out. And hi June, you've managed to get on with your phone. That's brilliant. I'm glad that you've managed to get on. So now that we've got these little bits of the legs starting, we can decide where we want his tummy to go. I'm going to bring him down around about here. There, it's a bit squiggly. And just tailor this down a little bit thinner each time until you get to his little hoof. There we are. Right, so it's all very rough at the minute. And then once you bring in your pencils, you start. I'm just having to look and see if you can see all of that. Can everybody see okay? And can everybody hear me okay? You can't see the body. Right, I'm going to bring it up a bit. Sorry if you didn't get to see the body. Right, I'm going to bring him down because we're going to concentrate on colouring his face. Okay, I'm going to bring it down a little bit so that you can get a good view of colouring his face. So, I just realised I need to get a couple of pencils. Okay, I'm going to give him a blue eye. So, with little circular motions, here's me with my little circular motions again, we're going to start filling in his eye. First of all, I forgot to do a little bit. So, on here, we're just going to do a little line here. So you've got a little bit of white. Yeah? And with little circular motions, we're going to start filling in his eye. You can do whatever colour of eye you like, but the trick is to have the lightest colour first and just shade in the bottom layer. Really faint, light strokes. Don't go down too hard or else you burnish it and then it's hard to do anything with it. So try and do it really, really gently at first. And then you want it to be a bit darker here, just where his lid's going to be. So if anybody did the seahorse last week, you can see the difference. And even though it's the same button, same shape that starts the eye, you can see that it's a different type of eye. So I'm hoping that that gives you some confidence to play around and try different eye shapes for different animals. They're a bit different to the girls. I'm going to try and keep up with your messages, but if I don't, I will respond afterwards. I'll reply to you if you're asking questions. It's quite hard to be drawn and still seeing what you're all saying, but please do ask questions and I'll get back to you. So a little bit darker on the outside. You're going to emphasise this line, and it's going to be darker in under his lid, and a little bit dark here as well. I really loved all the eyes you did on the seahorses. You're all getting really good at doing your eyes now. So let me know if you're enjoying it. Let me know if there's anything more I can do to help you. Right, like before, we're going to give him a little sparkle as well. So I'm going to give him a little sparkle here. So you can always use your Posca pens and things to do your sparkles, or you can colour them in, and with a brown or a light or a magenta, not magenta, indigo blue or something, you can start to colour in your pupil, and then that'll help to give it a bit more character, just having the different shades in there. So we've got the light brown first, and then we're going to go for the black. And then just gradually build up the darkness in that pupil. So How are we doing? Is everybody colouring along? And if you've got any white or ivory, you can colour this, the white bit of his eye as well. So now for his eyelid, I'm going to use some cream, and I'm going to put the cream here right in the centre, and that's going to help emphasise a nice shine on his eyelid. And I call him a he, but he's actually a she, it's just the way I say it. I have to call her a she, I'm getting the habit of that. So there, you've got some ivory there in the centre. Now if you've got like a pale, I've got beige red, but if you want to use like a light flesh colour, or a pale pink, I'm going to start doing his eyelid. And this should be a bit sharper than what it is, but we shan't worry. Just start colouring with light strokes, just the corners of his eyelid, her eyelid. And just bring it in gradually. Still leave that cream in the middle, because that's going to make the eyelid shiny. And then with the darker pink, I'm going to use Madder Lake, I think it is. Yeah, pink Madder Lake. Can you see that? And then with little strokes from the outside coming in, you start to build up the illusion of the eyelid being a little bit round. So let me know how you're getting on with this, and let me know if I'm going at the right pace. I'm stuck at the body. You're a bit fast. Oh, I'm sorry, Fiona. I can come back and do the body again in a minute if that helps. Yeah? Can you go back and show us the leg? Yes, I'll go back in a little while. We'll do the face, and then we'll go back and I'll rub out the body, and we'll do another body, if that helps everybody. Yeah? So everybody happy just doing the face for now? Yeah? Okay. Let me know. So now in the corner, again, just little strokes coming in. So keep it darkest here at the very corner. This little bit here is darkest. And then gradually bring it in, just little strokes like so. Do you see what I'm doing? From the line in. And same at this side. And you can have every now and again a little line coming into the cream, and then that starts to make it look quite round. Yeah? Everybody okay? Can you go back and show us? Oh, that's the same message, showing us the leg. Yeah, I'll go back and show you the leg. So now I'm going to use a raw umber. So if you have like a brown or a grey or something quite dark, then we can start to make this bit look even rounder. So you're not going in all the way, you're just literally touching the corner. Can you see that start to make it look a bit rounder? Yeah? Right, now with your black, we're going to emphasise this line. So we're going to go all the way along. There, so that's you've got the start of doing some eyelashes. And when we're finished, we can do a little couple of eyelashes in there. I'm going to do a little bit more black in here, just to emphasise the pupil. And the same coming round the eye. Not all the way, just a little bit. So there, that makes it look a bit. And then the same, a little bit of black here and that emphasises that a little bit as well. So there we are. Looking great. Thank you, Laurie. I hope you're doing well. It's quite hard for me to see because of the light today. What's this one? What sharpener do you use? I use this one, Laurie. I'll bring it in. I'll show you at the end because it's a big one. Yeah, remind me at the end. Right, so just a little bit of black here. And then that again makes this eyelid look a bit more round. Right, now if you get your darkest shade of blue, you can really emphasise this line here and make this a little bit darker. And make our little bit of shadow as well. So with your black or a grey or a darker shade of blue, you can start to build up this shadow coming along here because that's where your eyelid's coming over. There, you've got a little bit of a shadow now. Okay, so for his head, the colour that I'm using, and you can use whatever colour you like, you can do whatever colour. I'm using a Prisma, and it is called, it's not that one, it is this one, it's beige, it's a Prisma beige. Claire's saying looking great already. Oh, good. That is good to know. Right, I just need to sharpen this. Apologies, because I should have had it sharpened. So this gives you a chance to sharpen a pencil or rub out a line that you're not happy with and go back over it. Okay. Now, starting here at his outside bit of his head. Yeah, just little circular motions. Let me know what colour you want to do your deer, if you're doing it the same as me. So you could use the light flesh colour if you're using your Faber-Castell. It's a good one. Made mine a bit smaller. Denise, that's fine. It doesn't matter what size you're doing it. It's just having a little go, and you can go back later on and make them bigger or smaller or different. It's about getting some confidence to know that you can create something with your pencils, just with some time, patience, practice, and it can all start with a button and a circle. That is the key thing. So little circular motions, and the reason we do it circular and light is because it helps you get the pigment of the pencil into the paper. It stops it looking scratchy, and it makes it look more even. And when you do it light, it allows you to build up lots of layers. So this layer that I've done now isn't the end. I can build up lots more colour on top of it, and it'll sit nicely together. Whereas if you do it really heavy, you start to get a shine on your pencil and you burnish it. You've pushed the colour too far into the paper, and that's you can't really do a lot with it. So doing it this way gives you a lot more control, and it allows it to go on more evenly. Yeah, so hopefully that helps. What's that saying? I need a sharpener. Oh, hi Angus. I hope you have a sharpener. Are you sitting colouring in? It's good to know if people are actually taking part or just watching, or if they're going to do it later. This will be on for 24 hours. I'll pin it to the top of my group or my page, and hopefully anybody that fancies having a go can come back and try later. So it's quite a slow process, but it's nice. It keeps you relaxed, keeps me relaxed, and that's what we're all needing right now. So there we've got our first layer around here, and I'm just going to bring it around. I'm going to get a pink, so if you have like a pale pink, start off with your palest shades first. I'm using the pink Madder Lake, and I'm going to give him a little bit of pink here for his cheek. So I'm starting here just round about in the centre between his eye and the side of his face with a little circle, and then gradually just make it bigger depending on how much of a cheek you want her to have. So there, if you do it like that and gradually work it out, you have a lot more control and you can see where you want it to go. Now you can have it like a distinct circle, or you can have it come down all the way down to the side. It's up to you. But today I'm going to give her a distinct circle. Like on this one, the one that I've done previous, this one, you can see that I've done the pink coming all the way down. So if you prefer to do it that way, do that. It's about finding your own signature style in your drawing, having a play, and not being afraid of what the outcome is, just going with the flow and just enjoy it. So there, she's got a little cheek. She's starting to look cute. Right, I'm now going to use some cinnamon. It's a Faber-Castell. Oh, you're colouring in along with me, Gail. Oh, that's good to know. And Claire, sorry, I'm struggling to see in this light. I have some Inktense pencils. Will I get a similar result using those? I haven't used those pencils before, but I'm sure that all pencils are the same, really. I mean, I use Faber-Castell, and I like how they go onto the paper, but I've also been using Prismacolors and I'm happy with those. I'm sure your Inktense will be lovely. Are they like the Derwent ones, Claire? Yeah, just have a little play with them, go on with them really light, and I'm sure they'll work the same way. Let me know how you get on with them. So now with the darker shade, the cinnamon, starting on the outside, just coming in slightly, so it's still going to be lighter here, and that'll help to build up the illusion of a little bit of roundness on his face. And then bring that in to the nose, quite dark in here. You can put a few layers in there, and then same underneath on the chin, just a little bit darker at the bottom. And do the same up at the top at the antlers, keeping this bit here quite light, but you can do a little bit here just above the eyelid, because that will give the illusion of a little bit of shadow. Just going all the way around here. What's everyone saying? Hi Dee, I hope you're well. I'm just drawing my deer now. Oh, I can't wait to see how you got on with it, Louise. So, continuing here with a little bit of shadow. Can you see that starting to build up? Just by doing little circular motions. Yes, Derwent. One China. Oh, well, yeah, let me know how you get on with them, Claire. I can't speak because I haven't used them, but I'm sure they'll be perfectly fine. I'm going to put a little bit of colour here as well, just underneath. And that gives a little bit more emphasis of the eye. How are we doing? Let me know how you're getting on. Right, I'm going to give her nose. Where's the black? So, we're going to make a sparkle on her nose as well. You can use your normal pencil or you can use the black. But I'm going to make a little circle around about here. You can do it wherever you like. And then just little circular motions again with your black. So it kind of comes up round the corner a little bit. And then just colour. I've gone quiet. I'm zoned out. Is everybody okay? Heidi, sorry I'm late. That looks gorgeous. We'll catch up. Yes, if you've just joined us, yeah, it's going to be on my page for 24 hours. So hopefully you get a chance to catch up with it. So there, she's got a little nose. We can just emphasise this a little bit. I haven't really done her nose the way I would have liked, so there you go. Her nose is not the way I would have liked it to have gone, but that's just how it goes with drawing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to put my fine liner pen in and just outline it a little bit and make it a little bit darker because it looks better when it's really black. So if you have a black gel pen or just your liners, anything like that, and then that helps to emphasise your little sparkle as well. There we are. So with the fine liner as well, if you're still there, little circular motions is probably your most used line. It really is. I don't know how else to describe it, Fiona. I say it all the time, don't I? I'm like a broken record. I'm sorry. So just with your fine liner, just emphasise the eye. I'm going to try not to say that now. Right. Now for her ear. Let me see if you can see the ear okay. Yeah, okay. So with the colour, whatever colour you were doing, the first shade that you were using to do the deer's head, we're going to use that now to continue on the ear. It wasn't that one, it was the beige. So I'm using the beige on the Prismacolor. So it just shows you how you can combine your pencils. If you do have Faber-Castell and the Luminance or whatever ones you've got, you can use them all together. They work quite well. So just try and do it nice and light. Follow it around. So we're leaving this bit here white in the centre. And then just bring this in to meet with all the rest that you've already coloured. So is anybody sitting out in the garden colouring today? It's really beautiful here, it's really hot. I'm sitting in the conservatory, which is probably not the best place to sit. It's like sitting in a greenhouse. So I'm getting a little bit hot. I might need a drink in a minute. So there we are, we've gone all the way around. Now we're going to fill in the inside. Hi Teresa, lovely to see you. Hope you're doing well. So now with the pink, so you can use your light flesh tone or this beige red it's called now, or if you've got a pale pink, whatever colour you would like, you can start the inside of the ear and just fill that in. And then we're going to go for a darker pink. So I'm using the Pink Madder Lake, but you use what you like. Starting on the inside, right in the corner, that's where it's going to be at its darkest. And then start coming down, but not all the way. you're going to go emphasize where the line is, and then emphasize where this line is, and then with little strokes from here, from the top, a stroke coming in, and then twisting it to go in the direction of the ear. If that makes sense. Yeah. And then a little bit darker. So I'm going to use a Prismacolor, and it's called Argyle Rose, which is nice. And I'm just going to make it a little bit darker up here at the top. So, but you could use like a purple or a mauve or something like that. Just something that's a little bit darker than your pink, just to give it a little bit of shadow in there. And then bring it all the way around. Now I'm going to use the cinnamon again. So that was the colour that we did here around this area, and we're going to do that on the ear now. So starting right at the line, working it in, and then you should start, because you're keeping this bit lighter and the outside darker, it starts to make it look like it's round. So you might have to do a few layers. Everybody keeping up with me? Is anybody there? Have I still got people with me? Or has everybody decided that they can't be bothered? Yeah, I've got a couple of people still there. Oh, that's good. It's just nice to know if you're there, or if I'm just sitting on my own talking. Hi Melanie, you're still there, and Gail, you're still there, and Heather is. So I've still got a few, that's good. Thank you for letting me know. I'll keep going. And June's still there, and Karen's concentrating. So I'm going to just, with this pencil, I'm just going to emphasise this ear line now. So just going over that line that you've done, it starts to become more round again. I'm just going to have a little drink, people. Let me, bear with me, I've got a glass of water. Apologies if you hear me gulping. Right. Now I've got raw umber. So if you've got like a brown or a, yeah, like a browny sort of tone, it's going to be darker than what you've already been using. I'm going to start using it on the outside here. So I'm doing little strokes that are coming in the direction of the head. And now Fiona, I'm now not going to say those words that you want me to, that you say I say all the time. I'm just going to assume that everybody knows what I'm doing. So just emphasise this line. I missed my line there. And just follow along the top of the head. Now we're going to start doing some little lines from here, like so, in the direction of the antlers. So just following all the way up, little strokes in the direction of how the antler grows. So there's like lots of little lines. And you're starting with this quite a light, it's the raw umber, so it's quite a light brown. So just little lines like so, all the way up the antler. And then we'll come back and go over that with a darker colour. So it almost looks like wood, even though an antler's not made of wood, it has that kind of texture in it. Everybody see that okay? No, I have to move it a bit there. Sorry about that if you missed that. We'll do it on this antler now, okay? So starting here, a little line, and then another line. Yeah, and then just follow them all the way up. Like so. Just going in the direction. Use the lines you've already done as your guide. Yeah, and if I'm not happy with this antler, it's a bit fat, like this top bit, so I'm going to rub that little bit out. If I can just find my rubber. So I've got a little electric one, so just rub that wee bit away. So yeah, if you get through your picture and you think it's needing a change, then just rub it out. And the good thing with Faber-Castell is, you can, if on your early stages of the light colours, you can rub that out as well. So if you want to say no, it's fine, you can keep saying it if you want. Oh, bless. I don't want to be like a broken record. So now I've come back down, I've got, what have I got? I've got my cinnamon, and I'm just starting to emphasise this little bit in here. So this is like his little nose. Well, that's his nose, but this is like the little bit that emphasises his nose, if you know what I mean. My terminology is not the best. But there, so is he starting to look like a deer? Yeah? How are you all getting on? Are you all happy with what's appearing on your pages? I think a lot of you are really surprised at how much you can actually draw. Everybody can draw. They really can. It's only a case of practicing. So there, we've started to emphasise his head a little bit. Right, now a little bit darker brown for the rest of his antler. So I'm using Nugget, but you can use a walnut brown or any colour, any of the browns. And now we're going to do more of the same, what we've already done. So starting here, little lines, like so. And you're going to keep it darker here at the bottom, and it'll get a little bit lighter as you go up. And you can have it a little bit darker here at the top. So you can start here and then do your line down the way. Does that help? So just continue with that, and you'll find that you can do lots of layers. Even though you've done some layers now, you'll be able to go over that again later and just do some more lines. So just emphasise this line now, coming down, and then that'll be like the shadow later on. And you can do little lines coming in as well, which help make it look round. Every now and again, so just from the outside in, just a little sweep in. That can start to make it look round. How are we getting on? What's the time? I think it's past. Is everybody getting on okay? Oh, thank you, Laurie. I'm happy that you're enjoying it. And Pat, you're there. Tammy, yes, it's great. Christine, loving it. Oh, that's brilliant. That's good. As long as you're all happy. Right, now with the black, we're going to do the same here at the bottom of the antler. So little strokes, little lines, and then you start to see that and you can do it just every now and again, just a little line coming in on his head, and then it makes it look like it's growing out of his head. And a little bit of black at the top as well. And you can use your black pencil to emphasise these little lines as well that are coming out, just little sweeps. And what you can do as well, you can have a nice little message hanging from, I'm going to draw just a little hook like so, yeah, and then a little bit of string, and this could be a little message. Can you see? You could have a little heart hanging here, or an inner strength symbol, or any kind of symbolic image that you want to, whatever message you want to get across. And so later on you can colour that little heart in. So just make sure that bit there has not got any line on it, and then it starts to look like something is actually hanging around his antler. Can you see that okay? So if you want to colour this in as a little heart later, or whatever symbol you want, then that's quite a nice thing to do. So I'm going to leave it that you can colour your other antler later. What I'm going to do now, for the people who missed the body, I'm going to rub this body out, and I'm going to start again. Is that okay? Because there were some people who did not see me doing the body. Let me see if I can get all this out. See how magic that is? You make a mistake and you just rub it out. That's what I love about pencils. So, oh hi Joe, you're late, but yes, you can catch up. Hi Hayden. Thank you Caroline. Right, so we're going to move the head up a little bit, and I'm going to draw the body. So is everybody with me? Everybody's happy with the head so far and their antler. Right, get my normal pencil. Right, okay. We're going to give him a neck. Let me just rub this little bit out. So, I'm just going to emphasise this little bit again. That was his face. We're going to draw him a neck. So, round about here. Just make a little mark, and then around about, find that's the side of his head, so you want the rest of his neck just to come out of there. So follow that line down, and then bring that down and make a little arch. So there, he's got a neck. Now we're going to give him a little fat bit at the front, a little fat chest. So we're going to hook it around a little bit, and then bring it in. So it's just like a little sweep. Like so, and you can go over it and over it like that. Yeah. And now we're going to do his back. So he's going to come down, and it's going to come up slightly. So up like so, and then give him a little round bottom. Now if you find you're not happy with that, you can rub it out and start again and give him a fatter neck, or you can make this go up even rounder. You know, this is your time to play and find your own way of doing your bodies. You know, you don't have to get it right in your first pencil mark. You know, so now that you've found his bottom, we're going to bring it in slightly like so, and if you're going to imagine that this little bit is going to be his leg coming down. But I'm going to finish a little bit at the front, so follow this bit round, and then come in and hook it around for his front leg to start coming down. So it's kind of like a sweepy motion, yeah. So just keep going over your lines. If you're not happy, rub it out and do it again. It's not a big deal if you make a mistake. So this, now we know that this is going to be his little front leg. Can we still see? I need to keep looking to see. Can you still see? Move it up a bit. Right, so you can give him as long a legs as you like, but I think I'll make his legs that length. And then just a little, just square it off. And you can make that in a little hoof and things later on, but you can just square it off for now. yeah, and then just wherever this one is, just line it up slightly, so just have a little look, and there, it's about there. So that'll be his other little hoof. And you can make his legs fatter or thinner once you've got a little bit of an outline. Yeah, you can have a play. So now we're going to give him like a half circle bit here, and that's going to be a bit of his leg coming down there. Then we're going to bring this up a little bit, and then work out where you want his tummy. There, that'll do, but you can make his tummy fatter or thinner. Just decide on what feels right for you. See, I'm thinking now his legs could do being a bit longer. So there, I'm going to just extend them a little bit, then rub out that little line. And then once you start bringing your pencils in, you can emphasise more of the detail. So you don't need to get hung up on your first pencil lines. They can be quite rough. So how was that? Rookie mistake, my dear, will have no hoofs as my paper isn't big enough. Don't worry, Emma. It's all part of the learning process. He doesn't have to have legs. You can have it looking like he's standing somewhere. Yeah, because in this picture here, this one, if you see, he's got no legs. Look, he doesn't even have a body. So you can create your picture around whatever you like. So there's no rules, is there? So is everybody happy with the shape of the body? See, this leg could do with being a little bit longer as well. Yeah. Right, we're going to give him a tail. So he's going to have a little tail that's going to be a little bit like so. And you can just go over it a few times and then decide what size you want it to be. So now you can continue. I'm going to let you colour in the body yourself in the same way that we did the face, but you can give him little circles if you like, or you can just have him plain. You can have him having the same idea here, but having it going round his neck with a symbol coming off. But what I want to do now is do a little bird with him. So we're going to have a bird. Put the body to the left. Is that okay? Caroline. Okay. Right, we're going to give him a little friend. So, if you have another button, where's my little button? I can't find it, so I'm just going to draw a little circle. So I'm going to imagine that I'm going to just draw a little imaginary line here, because here I'm going to have a little bird standing, looking up. So I'm going to give him a little circle. So I should have had a little button, but I can't find it, so I'm just doing my own circle. So that is going to be the eye. So if you imagine that he's looking up, you want his beak to be facing up towards his nose. Yeah, so I'm going to first of all give him a little bit of a head. So use that circle that you've already drawn to create his head, and then imagine that this is his little beak pointing up towards the deer, and he's got a wee fat tummy. So we're going to bring his tummy around like so. And we're going to give him, we're going to have his head come around and meet up here with his tail. Yeah? Now, you can leave him like that. Obviously give him some legs. So he's going to have really long legs, this one. But you can also have some nice little swirls coming out of his tail. Like so, if you want. See, I made a mistake there. So you can do that if you like. You don't have to. And you can also, with this one, give him like a little squiggle coming there and then coming out of his beak. Yeah, and he's got a little heart or a little message that he's giving the deer. So you can do that. These are just little ideas for you to play around with. You don't have to do that. Right, so we're going to colour in the bird now. Everybody happy? Can you move your paper, please? Did you not see me drawing the bird? Right, will we do the bird again? You can't see. Did you not see me drawing the bird? Nope. Right, let me do the bird again then. Right, I'm going to start again and do the bird again, okay? Yeah? Yes, okay, right. Let's go with doing the bird again. Right, let me see. Right, so I'm going to draw my bird down here now, okay? So if you just imagine it's looking up towards, okay. Right, can you see me now? Can you see my pencil? Yeah, okay. Right, we're going to draw our circle. I'm sorry about that, people. Right, got our circle. Okay. Right, we're now going to give him a head. So if you just do a little arch over the top of your circle and figure out where you want your bird looking, and I wanted my bird looking up towards my deer. So I'm going to angle his beak up towards, so you would work out where your other image is and have him looking, his beak pointing in that direction. Yeah? And then we're going to give him a fat tummy. Use your circle as your guide. That's what you're kind of drawing round. And then if you start to bring him down around your eye, so again you're using this circle as your guide, and then you're going to hook him off here. So there, you've got his tail going upwards. And like I said earlier, you can leave him like that, give him his legs. You can have really, really, really long legs all the way down at the bottom, or just short legs. Have a play. But you can have little swirls coming out of his tail, if you like. Everybody can still see? Now, like I said earlier, we're going to give him, imagine that he's got a little bit of string coming out of his beak, and from that string he's giving somebody some love, or some inner strings. Have a look at your symbols. There's lots of really nice symbolic images, like inner string symbols, like an inner string symbols, kind of that sort of thing. So you could have him holding one of those. Whatever you need for that day, that's what you give yourself. Right, can you see that okay? Right, I'm going to move him down and I'm going to colour this one that's looking up to the deer. The first one that I did that you didn't see. So is everybody all right? Everybody's with me and following. I'm just going to sharpen a pencil. So I'm going to use cream. So if you have a nice light shade, I'm going to start with it, and I'm going to start colouring his body. So just little circular motions with the cream, start to colour in his tummy. You can do whatever colour you like. You can make him into a little Easter chick if you like for Easter, or make him quite unrealistic if you like. Have them in purples and whatever, blues. Birds are lovely, you can have them in all sorts of colours. So we've given him a nice little cream tummy. And now I'm going to use pink. I'm going to use my the pale light flesh tone that I used for the girls and the deer's skin. Just sharpening again. Okay, and I'm going to start at the top of his head and start to shade in here and work it all the way around. So you can make these swirls really big if you like. Have a really good play with your birds. And you can give them a little wing as well. You can also use your stamps. So if you have any of my stamps and you've got all the little flowers and the swirls and things, sometimes it's nice to fill up their wings. I'm going to give them, a wing. So for your wing, just start around about here and then just hook it round. Yeah, that's all you need, just a little line. But you can get fancy and do swirls and lines, or you can fill this area with little stamps, or you can fill this area with drawing little flowers and things. It's quite nice just to have free rein and just go with the flow. So bringing this pink now into the cream. And that starts to build up his tummy, make it look quite round. I'm going to just colour that bit pink. Do the swirls as well. Right, now I'm going to get a darker pink. So I'm using Rose Carmine. Okay, and we're going to do some little, just like so, little strokes coming off over your lines and just following it all the way around. Can you see what I'm doing? Just little dashes, I think you could call them, and you can have them coming out so it looks like it's got little feathers coming over the edges. And take it all the way down his back. Bring some onto his chest. And just keep filling that area up. Keep doing little dashes over the top of each other, and then it'll start to look like little feathers all lined up on top of each other. You can have them going in different directions. Can you see that? Everybody okay? Everybody can see okay? Right, I think what we need to do to make him look a bit better is give him an eye, and then we can continue with this. Right, for his eye, I'm just going to get my normal pencil, and I'm just going to do a little half bit here. So this is his actual eye, and that's the white of his eye, and he's going to have a sparkle here. And I'm going to go straight in with the black, but if you're doing it and you want to do it properly, do a different shade underneath to give it more depth. So let's colour in his eye black. They always look better once they've got their eyes done. Just do lots of little shades. So it just takes a few layers to build up. But if you don't want to do the building up of the layers, just get your gel pen or micron pen
and emphasize it. So I'm going to use this pen just to go around that whole circle. Try and do it without my hand shaking. And then fill this bit. I've gone quiet. There, he's got a little sparkle. I think I would have liked his sparkle to be a bit bigger, but we shan't worry. Right, now I'm going to get a red, I think. Let me just find a red. Okay. So you need your pencils to be really sharp for the little feathers. So you're going to do more of the same of what you've already done with the little lines over the top of the pink now. This could do with being a bit sharper. Can everybody still see? Everybody still there? Everybody with me? Yeah? Right. Now we're going to go over now with a darker shade. So you'll start to see them look like little feathers. The more you do more layers over different shades, it starts to emphasise it. There we go, just little dashes. And then we can emphasise this swirl as well. Is it starting to come together, do you think? I'm going to get an orange. Now I've got cadmium orange, and I'm going to start to colour his little beak. And I'm going to bring some of this orange in as well onto his tummy. Just little lines, little strokes like what we've already done. We're going to make it darker down here at the bottom. We're going to give him an orange leg, and if you want to give him some little feet, just little squirrels, just little, so it's like a C shape with a little one coming down the middle. Right, I'm going to get some brown. I've got the nugget. I'm happy that you love it, Marie. Loving this bird. Oh, that's good, Gail. Laurie, will the deer have lashes? Yes. Do you want the deer to have lashes? I think that she should. I think they all need lashes. You can give your bird lashes as well if you like. You know, you can have big lashes coming up here if you want to. Right, with the nugget, I'm now going to do a little bit of a shadow going in here underneath his wing. Yeah, and with the black, just emphasize this little bit. So just a little bit here and a little bit here at the bottom, and then I'm going back in with the cream again, and we're going to start filling this in a bit. Go over the top of where you've been as well, and that helps to make it look more cohesive. So everybody's happy, everybody's enjoying it. Let me know. You can go over this bit as well with your cream if you like. Just have a little play and see how your pencils work together. So I'm going to put a little bit more red in. I'm going to put a little bit of red in here as well at the top. Have it working down. So it's a little bit like a robin redbreast. And they're actually, even though it's spring and you think of robins for winter, they are actually a symbol of new things happening, of change. So actually, you know, a robin's really symbolic at the minute for what we have going on. I'm going to put a wee bit of pink here as well, a little red here on his wing. You know what else you can do? You can make little crosses. Oh, sorry, I'm hitting the camera. So you can put little crosses, little kisses on his wings if you like. You know, just have a play. You're loving it, Laurie. Thank you, so cute. Ah, that's good. Really pleased that you're enjoying it. Let me see, I'm going to use my black micron pen to emphasise these little crosses. Just emphasise his eye a little bit. And just to emphasise his leg a little bit as well. And along the bottom of his tummy. Sorry, I've gone a bit squiggly. But yeah, how are we doing? So you can put a little bit of brown in as well. And a little bit of shadow in here around his eye as well. Just to make this start to... A little bit of brown in here under his beak. Is he starting to come together? Bring in your browns to get a little bit of shadow here. Oh, Louise loves the little bird. Ah, thank you, Louise. Hope you're enjoying having a shot. See, it's not scary at all, is it, drawing? Just fill that in. So his little message, you would use your fine liner as well, just to emphasise this. You could do a little circle there. And then you're going to colour in your heart. I'll leave you to colour in your own hearts and things. Yeah, you can do little dots as well if you want, coming down here. You don't need to do the crosses. I might have spoiled him a bit with the crosses, but you've got to have a try, don't you? Yeah, more layers of red. I'm going to make it a little bit darker here at the top. Just make it, yeah, see, that makes it better. Just have your little feathers coming out of the side. Make the end of his beak a bit darker. Maybe just a bit darker up here, and have it come round. How are we all? My bird is very cute and chubby, says Fiona. Brilliant. I love a little chubby bird. Alicia's saying, love this drawing. Well, that's really good. I'm really pleased that you're all enjoying it. So I'm going to bring it up a little bit. So as you can see, we have a little deer, and he's met a little bird, and the bird's giving some love, and the deer's also giving some love. Deer just needs his body colouring. So I'm going to leave what I've shown you on the face, and then that gives you a challenge to see how you got on, and then you've also got your other antler to do. And you can do some scenery as well if you like. You could have the bird on a little tree or just on the ground. You can put some words in if you like. But I've been doing this now for how long? An hour and 15 minutes. So I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to turn the phone around so that I can say my goodbyes. But this time when you all hello, when you all do your pictures and put them into my group, I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to give away one of my prints. So I'm going to put everybody that puts a picture into my group. Let me show you the print. I'm going to give this one away. Seeing as it's Easter and it's about being together, the things we're missing at the minute, I think it'd be a nice print to give to somebody who puts a finished picture into my group. So what I'll do is, everyone who puts in a picture, I'll put all your names into a hat, and I'll get Lola, pull a name out, and I'll announce a winner this week. Well, next Friday actually, when I do my next Facebook Live. If you're all happy doing them, that is. If you're enjoying them, then I'll continue. I'll do them all the way through this time when we're all isolated. I think it's important that we've all got something to focus on. It's nice to feel like you're a part of something when lots of people are involved. So it's been nice having so many people here today. Everybody colouring and drawing and just taking some time out for themselves, which is really nice. So if everybody's happy to complete their picture or start again and do it again or whatever, I would just love to see them, and somebody will win a print. So Louise is saying, thank you very much, I loved it. I lost the feed, but I'll finish it after watching the beginning. Yeah, no, that's fine, Louise. I'll put it on my group on the top of my page for 24 hours and then it'll go. So, thank you everybody. It has been so nice to have you here. I hope you've enjoyed drawing a little deer and a little bird. Have a play, see what you come up with. You're all so much better than what you think you are. I was so impressed with the things that were in my group this week. Thank you Carol and Laurie and Melanie and Hayley. You're welcome, it's been so lovely to be with you this afternoon. I hope you all have a lovely Easter. I hope you have a nice, calm, relaxed Easter with lots of chocolate and lots of drawing. Okay everybody, you all take care. I'll see you next Friday. Bye. Bye everybody.